What if I told you that your salary, yes, that same paycheck you've been waiting for at the end of every month, could be your golden ticket to real wealth? The problem is, most people don't see it that way. For many, a salary is nothing more than a survival kit. It comes in and immediately flows out: rent, groceries, school fees, transport, maybe a small treat at the end of the month. And before you know it, you're counting the days until the next payday. The cycle never ends. I'll give you a real example. Two people can earn the exact same salary, let's say $3,000. Person A spends every coin on bills, entertainment, and new phone when the old one still works. At the end of the year, they're still broke. Person B, on the other hand, sets aside just $600 every month and invests it. A few years later, they own stocks paying dividends, maybe a small piece of land, or even a side hustle bringing in extra income. Same salary, but completely different outcomes. And that's the secret. Your salary is not just money, it's seed capital. Every paycheck you receive carries the potential to buy freedom, create wealth, and secure your future. The difference is in how you use it. That's why in today's video, I'll share 7 smart ways to get rich from your salary, no matter how much you earn right now. Even if you think your paycheck is too small to matter, trust me, these strategies can completely change the game. And make sure you stick around until number 7, because that one move alone could rewrite your financial destiny. So let's dive in. 1. Turn your salary into investments. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If your salary is only paying bills, it's not making you rich. It's simply keeping you afloat. Comfort today can easily become struggle tomorrow if your money isn't working for you. Wealth is built when your salary buys assets. Things that put money back into your pocket long after payday is over. That could be stocks, index funds, real estate, or even a small side business that grows into something bigger. Think of it this way. Every paycheck gives you a choice. You can either buy things that lose value, like the newest phone, designer sneakers, or the latest car upgrade, or you can buy assets that grow in value and even pay you for owning them. Let me give you an example. Imagine you spend $800 on the latest phone. The moment you unbox it, its resale value drops. 2 years later, it's worth a fraction of what you paid, and you're already eyeing another upgrade. Now imagine instead you invested that same $800 into an S&P 500 ETF. In 10 years, that single decision could be worth double or even triple your money, and that's before dividends. One path drains your wallet, the other builds your future. The wealthy know the secret. Paychecks don't make you rich, investments do. Your salary is just a tool. If you only spend it, it's gone forever. But if you invest it, it becomes a soldier, out there working day and night to bring back more money. 2. Avoid the one-income trap. Relying on a single paycheck is like standing on one leg. You might balance for a while, but eventually you're going to topple over. One job loss, one medical emergency, one unexpected event, and suddenly your entire financial life is in danger. That's why wealthy people never depend on just one income stream. They use their salaries as a launch pad to create more. Think of your salary as the seed money. You can use a portion of it to 1. Build a side hustle. Maybe you're good at baking, graphic design, tutoring, or even running an online shop. Start small, reinvest profits, and let it grow. 2. Acquire a new skill. Use your salary to pay for a short course, certification, or training that opens doors to freelance gigs or higher-paying jobs. 3. Fund a small project. Even something as simple as buying and reselling items online can turn into a consistent second stream of income. Let me give you a real example. Sarah earns a modest salary and used to live paycheck to paycheck. Instead of spending her annual bonus on shopping, she bought a second-hand sewing machine. She started making clothes for friends on weekends. Fast forward 2 years. Her side hustle earns her nearly half her monthly salary, and she's planning to open a boutique. That's the power of breaking free from the one-income trap. Your job pays the bills, but your side income builds the wealth. And here's the best part. Once you create multiple income streams, you stop living in constant fear of what if I lose my job. You'll have a safety net and the freedom to take bigger financial steps. The goal isn't to work 24/7. The goal is to let your salary fund opportunities that eventually work for you. 3. Be smart with debt. Bad debt is the silent thief of your salary. Before you even touch your paycheck, part of it is already gone, swallowed up by credit card balances, high-interest loans, or by now, pay later traps. And here's the painful truth. When you're buried in bad debt, you're working for banks, not for yourself. But not all debt is evil. The key is to know the difference between bad debt and smart debt. Bad debt is money you borrow to fund a lifestyle, new clothes you didn't need, that vacation you can afford, or the latest phone upgrade when your current one works just fine. The problem? These things lose value immediately, but the debt sticks around, costing you interest month after month. Smart debt, on the other hand, is money borrowed for things that can grow your wealth or boost your earning power. For example, 1. A mortgage on a rental property that generates income every month. 2. A small business loan that expands a profitable side hustle. 3. Education or certifications that help you land a better paying job. Here's a relatable picture. Imagine two friends. John swipes his credit card to buy a $1,500 TV on installment. By the time he finishes paying it off with interest, that TV is outdated and worth half the price. Meanwhile, Mary takes the same $1,500, borrows a little extra, and uses it as a deposit on a rental plot. A few years later, that property has doubled in value, and she's collecting rent. Same starting point, completely different outcomes. So here's what you can do right now. 1. List all your debts, credit cards, loans, store accounts. 2. Tackle the high-interest ones first. Every dollar, shilling, or peso you save from paying interest is money you can invest. 3. Promise yourself this. No borrowing for things that don't generate future income. Every time you avoid bad debt, you give your salary more power to work for you instead of against you. And that single shift, seeing debt as a tool rather than a trap, moves you closer to financial freedom. 4. Save before you spend. Here's a habit that keeps millions of people broke. They spend their salary first and then hope there's something left to save at the end of the month. Spoiler alert, there's usually nothing left. Bills, impulse buys, and just one more treat. Eat it all up. The wealthy flip the script. They pay themselves first. That means the moment their paycheck lands, they immediately take out a portion, 10%, 20%, whatever they can manage, and send it straight into savings or investments. Only then do they budget the rest for bills, groceries, and lifestyle. Think of it this way. Your future self is a person too. Every time you save first, you're paying the most important bill of all, the bill to your future freedom. And don't think small amounts don't matter. They do. Let's say you earn $1,000 and commit to saving just 10%. That's $100 a month. At the end of the year, that's $1,200 saved. Invest it. Let it grow at even a modest return, and over 10 years, you could have $15,000 or more. That's the power of discipline and consistency. Here's a simple trick to make it doable. Automate it. Set up a standing order or automatic transfer the day your salary comes in. That way, you don't even see the money. It goes straight to savings or investments before temptation has a chance to strike. And remember, it's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep. The person earning $500 but saving 20% is often better off long-term than someone earning $5,000 but saving nothing. So from your next paycheck, make a deal with yourself. Future you gets paid first. 5. Grow your earning power. Here's the truth most people don't realize. Your current salary isn't permanent. It's just a reflection of the value you're offering right now. If you want a bigger paycheck, the fastest route isn't begging for a raise or waiting for your boss to notice you. It's investing in yourself so your value skyrockets. Think of it like this. Your salary is capped by two things, what you know and how much the market needs what you know. If you want to break through that cap, you've got to increase your skills, your expertise, and your opportunities. So, how do you actually do this? 1. Learn a high-income skill. Maybe it's coding, digital marketing, data analysis, sales, or copywriting, skills that companies are desperate for and willing to pay top dollar. 2. Get certified or specialized. If you're in finance, healthcare, or IT, certifications instantly boost your credibility and your paycheck. 3. Switch lanes if you have to. Some industries simply pay more. Moving from a stagnant field into one with higher demand could double your income without doubling your workload. For example, imagine Mary, a customer service rep, making $600 a month. She takes evening classes in digital marketing, and within a year, she's earning $1,200 a month as a marketing assistant. 2 years later, she's freelancing on the side, making another $500. Same person, same work ethic. The only difference is she upgraded her value. Here's the mindset shift. Don't just use your salary to survive. Use it to upgrade yourself. 1. Budget for courses or books the same way you budget for rent and food. 2. Dedicate part of your time each week to learning something that increases your earning power. 3. Track how every new skill adds leverage to your career or business. The wealthy know this. Assets build wealth, but your income funds the assets. Grow your earning power, and suddenly you have more fuel to accelerate every other wealth-building move. 6. Live below your means for now. This one may not sound exciting, but it's one of the most powerful wealth-building habits out there. Here's the trap most people fall into. The moment they get a raise or a bonus, their lifestyle expands right alongside it. Bigger car, fancier apartment, more dinners out, a few new subscriptions they don't even use. But here's what the wealthy do differently. They let their income grow faster than their lifestyle. In other words, they keep living at yesterday's standard even when today's paycheck could afford more. Think of it like this. Every time your income increases, you have 2 options. 1. Option A, upgrade your life instantly. Spend more, show more, impress more. 2. Option B, hold off on the upgrades and use that extra money to build assets, grow investments, or clear debt. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine James gets a $300 raise. Most people would immediately spend it, maybe on a car payment or moving into a bigger house. James, however, keeps his lifestyle exactly the same. That extra $300 goes into investments every month. In 5 years, he's sitting on tens of thousands in assets. His friends? They're still stressed about bills, even though they earn more. Here's how you can make it doable. 1. Set a lifestyle cap. Decide the maximum lifestyle expenses you're comfortable with, and stick to it for a few years even as your income grows. 2. Channel raises and bonuses straight into wealth. Pretend the extra money never existed. Put it into investments, savings, or debt payoff before you get used to spending it. 3. Reward yourself strategically. Living below your means doesn't mean living miserably. Treat yourself occasionally, but within limits. Think small splurge, big savings. Remember, this isn't about denying yourself forever. It's about making a temporary trade-off, letting your money work for you first, so that one day you can live way above your means without stress. Wealth is built in the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Widen that gap, and you widen your future. 7. Turn salary into cash flow assets. This is the ultimate wealth move. Don't just use your salary to buy things. Use it to buy freedom. Here's the difference. Things take money out of your pocket every month. Assets put money back in. When you funnel part of your salary into cash flow assets, you're essentially planting little money trees that keep producing fruit long after you've forgotten about the initial seed. So, what counts as a cash flow asset? 1. Rental property. Imagine your salary helps you buy a small unit or even a plot you could develop. The rent you collect every month eventually pays off the mortgage and then becomes pure profit. 2. Dividend-paying stocks or ETFs. These are like owning a slice of big companies. While others are working for those companies, you're getting a cut of the profits, quarter after quarter. 3. An online business or digital product. Maybe your salary funds a startup cost for a YouTube channel, an ebook, or even an e-commerce store. Once built, these can pay you while you sleep. Picture Sarah, who earns a modest salary and decides to save just $200 a month. Instead of spending it on lifestyle upgrades, she invests in dividend ETFs. Within a few years, she's earning extra income every quarter. Then she uses some of those dividends to start a small online side hustle. Fast forward a decade. Sarah's assets are paying her more than her 9 to 5. She didn't win the lottery. She simply used her salary as a launch pad. Here's how you can make it doable. 1. Pick one cash flow lane that makes sense of your budget and skills. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to do all three at once. 2. Start small but stay consistent. Even $50 or $100 monthly into a dividend ETF grows into serious money with time. 3. Reinvest returns. At first, it'll feel tiny, maybe a few dollars in dividends. But if you reinvest instead of spending, those returns snowball. 4. Think long-term. The real magic of cash flow assets isn't instant. It's the compounding effect over years. Here's the milestone you're chasing. The day when your cash flow assets cover your monthly expenses. That's when you've officially broken free from paycheck dependency. Suddenly, you're not asking, how long until payday? You're asking, what else can I invest in this month? That's not just wealth, that's freedom. Here's the real takeaway. Your salary isn't the finish line. It's just a starting block. Too many people see payday as the end of the race. The bills get paid, the shopping gets done, and whatever's left is gone before you even notice. But if you flip your perspective, your salary becomes something far more powerful. The engine that funds your financial freedom. The real question isn't, how much do you earn? It's, how much of what you earn are you turning into wealth-building assets? Here's my challenge to you for the rest of your life. Out of these 7 wealth moves, which one are you going to start with this month? Will you invest before you spend? Build a side hustle? Lie below your means? Or finally put that money into cash flow assets? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to hear the move that resonates with you most. And hey, if this video opened your eyes, hit that like button so more people can discover it. Subscribe to Wealth Quench so you never miss our weekly strategies. And share this video with a friend who's stuck living paycheck to paycheck. Because remember, your salary was never meant to be a cage. It's the key. And if you use it wisely, it can unlock a life of freedom, choices, and real wealth. Now go make your paycheck work harder than you do.